All right, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and pull up a challenge from Edabit. Repeating letters. Create a function that takes a string and returns a string in which each character is repeated once. So here's some examples right here. It seems pretty straightforward. Gonna go ahead and copy it over to play code. All right, so let's just make str our string. I think the first thing we're going to do is probably try to split it up. And if it's similar to Python, yep, it'll be like that. So now we want to iterate. We might be able to use a map function for this. So map function iterates and then applies a function to each iteration. So each character in this case. Let's see what that would look like. So the syntax for the map function is just a variable, $, caret, I think that's called a caret, and then the function you want to apply to each. So for each x, we want, I guess, x times x. I don't know if that's allowed. No. Can you do 2 times x? Can you do x plus x? There we go, x plus x. I love this live console that you could just try a million things. Is that the whole challenge? So let's change our string. Let's make it crazy. Take each character and repeat it once. I think we're probably good. I still miss list comprehensions. I don't know if that's what it's called here, but in Python, list comprehension, it was like x for x in whatever your string is. What's wrong with that string? What? Oh, that was kind of weird. It's telling me the constant was already fixed. I don't know. So yeah, that's our solution. So now, to get our points from Edabit, we need to change this into a function. So to make it easy, we're just going to copy theirs. And let me, oh, this is already pumped up. Function double char string. So I'm just going to paste it over. I'm going to comment out ours. So they're feeding us a string, and we need to repeat each character twice. So we're going to return that string. First, we have to split it so we can work with it. And then we have to apply that map function. So map x, we're going to call our variable. That's the syntax. And then what function do we want to apply? was it 2 plus x? Oh no, x plus x. I remember the last stream, I forgot that return function, and I had no idea what I was doing wrong. All right, console.log, let's go ahead and test out this function. So we call it double car, and let's call it with Edabit. Yep. And then you can test it out anything you want. It's pretty cool. Any string, obviously. Yeah, any string. Nothing else will work, like numbers, or because we didn't design it for that. It wasn't the challenge. All right, let's copy and paste it and get some points. I think that's pretty clean though, but it'll be cool to see what the top dog has. Oh, okay. So it expected string and instead got an array string. It's a simple fix though. We just need to join it. So if we do, I think, wait, why isn't it? Oh, okay, it is. So yeah, see how it's separated in the console here? We just need to join it. And for that, I think we can just do dot join. No, can't. There we go. All right, let's fix up that function in Edabit. It'd be weird if it subtracted points if you got it wrong first. I don't think it does though. All right, should be good now. You know what's interesting that I saw? That you can have I think you can have the dot and then another function on separate lines, and it doesn't change anything. See that? That's pretty cool. Like if you want to keep it, the readability, maybe improve it like that. I don't know. It's a little more readable. I thought it was cool. All right, let's check it. Oh, stupid. I did the same mistake twice. So I forgot the quotes. And that's just an empty string. You just need that for the syntax, I guess. Yep. All right, cool. We'll submit it. I never know what to rate or anything. Like for me, it's hard, but for someone else, it might be easy. Like I don't know. So just medium, I guess. Unless something's really easy. All right, let's look at the solutions. So Mark, the top guy, was 630 XP. String dot split. Yep. Dot map. Yep. Dot join. So the absolute only difference is this semicolon. And I don't like using semicolons. I know some people say to, some people say it doesn't matter unless your function starts or your code starts with a parentheses on the line. Like if you ever see this in your code, just a parentheses where it starts, then you probably need a semicolon somewhere, is how it was explained to me once in one YouTube video. The guy seemed legit though. Fun function guy. So anyway, let's do another one. Absolute sum, take an array of integers, positive or negative or both, and return the sum of the absolute value of each element. That's pretty cool. I like the straightforward ones that are simple. I don't like the long string ones. God, there was a nightmare one I did yesterday. It was a challenge to do Happy Canada Day or something, and it just gave you a string of 10 todays and some tomorrows. It was a mess. But this one's not. So all right, so in the comments I wrote basically what we have to do, array of integers, and you have to iterate through each, take the absolute value of each, and then sum it. And hopefully there's an easy sum function in JavaScript. I know there is in Python, but I'm not sure about JavaScript. So anyway, let's go ahead and use const to declare our array, and then we'll use the examples one. And I'm tempted to just use the map function again. So let's try that. So object first, dot, the function you want to use, or map. The syntax, we'll stick with X. And then the function you want to do it with it. So we just want, is it apps? No. So we got to look up, oh, it's probably math.abs. Yeah. That was just a guess too. I don't think I've used this one yet. All right, so now if you look at the console, we have everything positive. So now we just need to sum it. So let's see how to sum. I'll zoom this up for you guys, and JavaScript sum an array. Is this zoomed up? Oh, that's annoying. I have to zoom it every time. Give an array 1, 2, 3, 4. How can I find the sum? In Lisp. I don't know what Lisp is. But here's reduce. So to me, that looks so strange, that function. But we can go ahead and try it. There's no harm. Oh, or should we try this one? So why is there no just built-in sum? It's so strange to me that it seems overly complicated. But I know reduce is very versatile, so it'd be nice to get used to it a little bit anyway. So this will be like dipping our toes. So their example, I'm just going to paste into the comments for a reference. So basically this function is changing all our numbers to a positive numbers in our array, taking the absolute value of each element. So math.app. So I wonder if I can do what I was talking about with just to increase the readability. If I do dot reduce, and then we need, I'm just going to copy theirs. I don't fully understand what's going on. So we're assigning two variables, A and B, and we're going to iterate over our our absolute value array, and then we're going to A plus B and then we're going to start at 0. What if we start at 1? So right now it's 25, which 3, 16. Wait, am I doing math wrong? Oh. Okay, yeah. So that's the correct answer right there, which is cool. But it's more important to understand why. So if we change this to 1, you'll see in the console the 25, which is good. That's the answer. If we change this to 1, what's going to happen? Yeah. So this is your starting point. Can you just eliminate it? Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. So that's optional. Your starter. So maybe it's just going through and taking the first 2 elements and making them A and B, and then you're just saying A plus B and continuing on. But then I'm honestly not sure. But we'll continue to work with that function, hopefully, and get an idea. Okay, so we have the heart of what we need, and now we're just gonna grab the function they want us to use, so we can submit our answer. All right. So we're given an array. It has positive and negative numbers. First things first, and our job is to take the absolute value and then sum up everything. So first things first, oh yeah, map function. R.map, don't let me forget return. R.map x math.abs of x. I'm trying not to look at the work I already did, just so like I learn and like, yeah, that's why I go slow when I actually type the return function instead of just copying and pasting it. Okay, so we've changed our array to be all absolute value. Now we want to sum it, so we're going to use the reduce function, and we're going to assign the variables a and b, and then we're going to a plus b. And I think we're good. And now we're going to test it out by sending an array to the function. So get abs sum and then so we need to put in an argument for our function. What if we just have like one number? Oh, there's an error in my console. Uncaught reference error, A is not defined. A is not defined. We don't need to define it. R.math.abs of x dot reduce. Maybe we do need that 0. Let me put it in. Huh. Why would it work in our example up here? R.map. It's the same exact thing. Let's get rid of that 0. Dot reduce. It's the same exact thing I have. Oh, I forgot the parentheses. Okay. Wow. That's weird. That's a weird one. All right, so if you look over the console, the function worked with 1. Let's just try 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, -3. Yep. I think we're going to be good. I still need to find out how that reduce function iterates when it has 2 variables, A and B. But let's go ahead and submit this. We passed. That was definitely not easy, at least for me. So technically these challenges are all either very easy rated or easy. I think I might be on easy now on Edabit. And this Edabit is my favorite out of all the challenge sites. Like I tried Codewars a few times and it's just so clunky. It's just so slow. All right. So the top guy, Jacob, with 710 XP. R.reduce. So he went right to reduce. He didn't use, what did we use? Our map function first to get the absolute value. And that's what we're looking at, by the way. So R.reduce, and then 2 variables, count and number. Count plus the absolute value, and then he started off at 0. That's optional, though. I wonder why he included it. I mean, it's optional as far as it worked for the solution. I don't know if that means it's optional for life in every case. So he is instead of count and num, we had A and B, and then he did A plus absolute value of B. Oh, so the count I'm thinking is like a running sum. Like you start maybe with 0, and then he's taking so the first iteration. Let's play with this top answer. Let's play with it. I think I might know what's going on. So no R dot map. He did R dot reduce, and then count and num and count plus math dot abs of num. So let's see if I can think through this. I'm thinking the count, you start at 0 and then it's like a running sum total kind of deal. So your first iteration for the function reduce is the 1. So your count is 0 plus absolute value of 1 is 1. So 1. And then count gets assigned to 1, and then you use that number for when you go to your second iteration, so 2. So count 1 plus absolute value of 2 is 2, and then you get 3 for your count. And then your final iteration, count is 3 plus absolute value of -3, and then you get 6. So I think that's probably how reduce works. Both these guys had that starting point of 0, though. And if it was truly optional, it makes me think these guys wouldn't have used it, because everybody likes to make their code as short and sexy as can be. All right, next challenge. How many vowels? Create a function that takes a string and returns the number count of vowels contained within it. A, E, I, O, U are considered vowels. All test cases are one word and only contain letters. Okay, cool. So in the comments, I'm going to write the little example of what we want. We're given a string, and all we have to do is give back an integer. So let's set const string to the example, celebration. So what can we do here? We're first going to have to split it, right? Because every time you work with a string in this way, you're going to split it. So again, first your object, string, and then your function is split. And you see over in the console, it splits it up all nice for us. And then, what function are we gonna use to iterate? We want like, maybe we could use reduce, huh? What did reduce do for us? No, I don't know if we could. We probably could, but I don't know how. Should we just use a for loop? I think maybe just a for loop. I don't like using them for some reason, but this might be a for loop situation. Oh, or we could reduce and then just, no, I'm sorry, filter, and then do length. Should we try that? So dot filter, assign our iterator name to be X. I don't know if that's correct the way I described that, but the syntax is just pick a variable and then the function we want to do. So here it's going to true false. So X, I'm going to write this in Python and then convert it because I don't, X in string is what I want, but I don't know how to write that. Oh no, I'm sorry, not X in string, X in our vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Yeah. So that's the idea that I want, but it's written in Python. So let's find it in JavaScript in function. Is in, maybe? JavaScript is a character in a string. So that's just finding the index and then saying if it exists. There's got to be a better way than that, right? Maybe not. Oh, nice. Dot includes. Thank God for ES6. Jesus Christ. Things were so ugly before that. I mean, it looks like, I don't know. I just started JavaScript. So I pasted the their example in the comments. And now let's try to use it where I wrote this. So here we have X. That's going to be our character in each of our, it's going to be like our character as it iterates through our string of celebration. So C, E, L, E. And then we want to say, no, that's not going to work, is it? I want to say is this one character in this string, not, let's see if it does, let's see what it does. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's doing like the opposite of what I want. It's saying instead of is this one character in this string, it's like is this string in this other string, I guess. But E is in there. Oh, this I'm going to get rid of this const because it keeps on screwing up my console. So that's interesting because E has two. So in two of these, as it iterates through, two of the times it came back as true. So we needed. So we don't need if a string includes a certain string or character. We need if a character is found in a string. Is a character in a string? JavaScript. Car at. No. That's not what I want. I guess we have to do this index of. No. Oh, I think I might have an idea. So we could do like X equal to A or, I mean, this is so ugly, but it's not that bad, but it's pretty ugly. How do you do or in JavaScript? Why can't you just write or? It's that stupid like double lines, right? Which I don't even know where it is on my keyboard. Can you do or X equals? We are definitely not going to have the top comment on this one, top answer on this one. Okay, how do I do the or function? I mean, I know how to do it. I don't know how to type it. It's those two dumb lines, but where are they? Oh, is it that? It's interesting. I've never used double lines in my life, ever, for any reason. And there they are. Okay, so I think this will work. It just is not going to be sexy looking. A, E, I, O, 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 wow, I had to look down at my keyboard. What's wrong? Why is my console not liking this? Invalid left-hand side? It was working perfectly. Dot filter. What's wrong? Oh, this extra. No. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, I have one equal sign. What was I thinking? All right, so if you look in the console, we've gotten our array. We filtered out everything that's not A, E, I, O, U. But that's not what the answer wants. The answer wants how many, it wants how many vowels, right? Yeah, how many vowels. So we got to give it how many vowels. So we're going to use length. Yep. And I still don't know why you don't put parentheses on that function like every other function. But for some reason, length doesn't have it. And should we take a little break and see why? Why no length function JavaScript? I don't know. Who cares? But for some reason, you don't use it. Not even don't use it. Can't use it. All right. Let's go ahead and change our work into an actual function. Because right now we don't have a function. We were just printing out little pieces to test everything out. So here we go. Okay, we're given a string and we want to return a number of vowels. So first things first, we have to split that string. String dot split. Okay, split the string, and then we want to use filter to get rid of everything that's not A, E, I, O, U. And usually I don't look at my comments above, but yeah, I'm not typing this all out again. So we're going to copy and paste it. Okay. So we're iterating over our entire string and calling it X. And then for every X, we're saying, is this true or false? And if it's true, give us that character. If it's false, throw it away. And then finally, we just need the length. All right, let's test that out with calling our function, count vowels, and feeding it a string. My name is Trunks. So what's wrong? Does it not like spaces, maybe? No, it shouldn't matter. It should filter it out regardless. Because I don't have a return statement, like freaking always. Yeah, that'll be the death of me. All right, cool. So is that right? Is there 4 vowels in my name is Trunks? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it doesn't look pretty, but let's submit it and see how to make it nice. They're all hard to make, but medium to not screw up their algorithm. All right, let's look at the solutions. So Mephitis, only 100 XP, a noob, struck gold. Function count. What are you doing? Function count vowels string. Return string dot match. That's what that was. What when I kept on saying X in, I think that's what I was trying to get at. String dot match. Not as ugly looking though. What? What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means, but why is it written so weird? So let's take a look at Mephistus's, our Lord and our Dark Lord's work. So turn string dot match. How does that match function work? So I see the vowels there, but then that /g, that is weird looking. Let's try it in our console though. String dot match. Let's just put 1 to start with. /g. What is that? God awful /g. String is not defined. True. Very true. Okay, so it gave us, so the match function spit back 2 lists of string A, I guess. Celebration. But there's only one A in celebration. Right? There's only one A. So why 2 times? Oh, maybe that was a leftover one. Yeah. So just one A. Cool. And if we do A, E, I, O, U, 2 E's, perfect. An A, celebration, I, and an O, and there's no U. So it gave us back in our, so it, what did it do? It took a string and it filtered out, yeah, it filtered out everything that's not A, E, I, O, U. So match function is kind of like filter function. Okay, I'm gonna need to work more with that because that /g is just murdering my soul. Like, why can't it just be like simple, like dot match and then what you want to match to? So you need the slash, what you want to match to, /g. Okay. Maybe it's just the syntax. I'm sure there's an explanation. Let's look up match function, but if it's too out there, I'm not going to waste your time. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a deep dive right now. But cool answer. And then submitted by most votes. Let's see. So this guy, Mark, string dots, split, which we did, yeah. Dot filter, which we did. Oh, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. AEIOU dot includes X. So when I tried to use the includes function, it can work for the purposes I wanted. Just my syntax was wrong, or not my syntax, but the way I set up using that function. So AEIOU dot includes. So you feed it the argument, the character X, and then is X found in the string you gave it? And that's true. It'll return that character to the array. So let's upvote this guy because I upvote him because I can understand it. All right, cool. All right, probably one more. And I'm sure this one's going to be like the one that rocks my world. Pi to n decimal places. Given a number n, write a function that returns pi to n decimal places. I think this might actually not be that difficult. Let's see though. Let's go ahead and print out pi. And I think that to do that, it's just math.pi. Yep. And then what if we used, is it a round? In Python, it's round, but here it's not. I don't think. I think I might have done something similar to this or this before. So it's not round, it's number of digits or something. Number of decimals, places, JavaScript. To fixed, dot to fixed. So let's try that. Dot to fixed. And then let's just say we want like 4, or I said 4 and then I typed 3. 4 decimal places, and we got it. All right, let's copy and paste their function that they want us to write this in. Function name and parameter. So I think that the argument is called a parameter before it's like has a value, I think. Okay, so we're given n. We want to return math.pi dot fixed to n. Let's console.log it to test. Console.log. Call our function and give it an argument of 12. And I can see in our console we already are screwed up. Dot fixed to is not a function. Whoa. Dot pi dot. Oh, to fixed. All right. To fixed. Yep. All right, nice easy one. Or not. My pi n return math.pi.toFixed n. Expected 3, instead got 3. Oh, interesting. So we're somehow return math.py.to fixed. So we're spitting out strings. So we're spitting out strings, and it wants integers or numbers. Why would that function be returning a string? That's so strange. Because math.py, that's just a number, and then to fixed, you're just telling it how many decimal places you want. But anyway, let's convert a string to a number in JavaScript. Any number, it's number, string looks like number, everything else goes. Number x, parse int, parse float. I think we want parse float of x. Parse float. Okay, let's try that. I still don't know why to fixed would change it from a string to a number. That makes no sense to me. But we got the points. All right, let's look at top solution. I thought that was going to be easy, and then it was medium for me. Okay, that's nicer looking. Just so Adam, the top guy, return. So the inside math.py.toFixed and exactly the same, and then he used the function number. But then this guy used parse float. I wonder what the difference is. Is there one? Number versus parse float. Number versus parse float. JavaScript. Which is better, number x or parse float x? The difference between parse float and number. Parse float, parse int is for parsing a string, while number is for coercing a value to a number. They behave differently. Parse float string 3 is 3, number 3 is 3. Number decimal, you still get the decimal, that's all the same. Okay, so if you have a string but it contains other characters, parse float truncates the number out of the string. That's kind of fancy. Parse float. Oh, I guess the parse part of that part of that function name would indicate that. So number is actually better in this scenario, I think, because I don't know, because that's simpler. All right, so I think we did four challenges, and yeah, we're on the easy level right now. So I'm going to call it there. Thanks.